Okay, I sat down and I've been all over social media finding out about a bunch of movies everyone is talking about. And everyone keeps talking about Barbie this, Barbie that, Barbie this, Barbie that. So I decided to go out and watch this bloody movie and see what's the fuss is all about. What's the real deal? Why is everybody talking about Barbie? It's what is Barbie? So I'm gonna give you a few facts. Printed it out and everything. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, you can. Anyway. Okay, got me a little script. Okay, I'm gonna read off a few things. State off a few facts. Barbie, I'm reading this off by the way. Barbie is a fashion doll manufactured by American toy company Mental Incorporated and launched on March 9th, 1959. An American businesswoman, Ruth Handler, is credited with the creation of the doll, using a German doll called Blid Lily as her inspiration. Okay, so this is based off German shit. 1959, old stuff. Everybody knows this Barbie doll. If you have not seen a Barbie doll, something clearly wrong with you. And I'm like, what world do you live in? And of course, the film is an hour and 46-minute plus long. It's got started characters. It's got Margot Robbie, who's the lead protagonist. Alexandra Shipp, Scott Evans, Will Ferrell, Issa Rae, John Cena, Michael Keira. I got a whole list. What else? Dua Lipa, Ryan Gosling, Sharon Rooney. I'm reading it that weird. Helen Mirren, America Ferrera. Oh, for fuck's sakes, it's a lot of people. A lot of people got onto this and they acted and did great. So, question is, what are my thoughts and views on the film? Now, before I give out my opinion, I have some things I consider some absurdities of the film. One of the things, in the beginning, Barbie always, I'm reading this off, brother, I wrote this down. Barbie always has a great day, but Ken only has a great day when Barbie looks at him. The absurdity. So Ken's life is deprived on how Barbie perceives him. Okay. Every woman is called Barbie, and every morning, or whenever they see each other, they do the absurdity, or they get into the absurdity of saying, "Hi Barbie, hi Barbie, hi Barbie, hi Barbie, hi Barbie, hi Barbie," and then the Kens get into it. Hi Ken, hi Ken, hi Ken, hi Ken, hi Barbie, hi. For fuck's sakes, it's absurd. And I'm not even supposed to be saying for fuck's sake. It's supposed to be PG. Because apparently everybody in Barbie Land is polite, kind, loving, and wholesome, which is far from the point. The movie gives out the first premise that everybody's kind and loving, but the truth is, the Barbies are treating all the Kens like shit. And all the Kens want to do is love and appreciate the Barbies. Well, the Barbies treat the Kens like shit. But whatever. Anyway, all the guys are called Ken except for some guy called Alan. I don't know why he's called that. Of course, the Kens are all in different races: black, white, Asian, you name it. There's even a gay Ken, if I saw that correctly. I could be wrong, but I think I saw a gay Ken. And of course, there are all kinds of Barbies. There's the Asian, the blacks, even the mystical Barbies. Like there's mermaids. Even John Cena plays a Barbie or a Ken mermaid. Weird. There's a Barbie mermaid. There's even, heck, you don't believe this, there's a Barbie in a fucking wheelchair. A bloody wheelchair, fam. A bloody wheelchair. Yep. And of course, they're fat, thick, slim, slender. Yes, there's a difference between fat and thick. But let's have a conversation about that on another day. And of course, there's no food in this. There's no food in Barbie. There's no wall, so it's all make pretend. We get that, which I thought personally was a nice touch by the movie creators. Like, it's make pretend. So why would you add water into it? Of course, they're cars, but they're not really driven. They just move on air apparently. But I really enjoyed the part where I found that very interesting. The fact that, there is no water, there is no food, but every morning she has breakfast with milk and everything. And there's a scene when she's in the actual world where she drinks water and pours it all over herself, and it's like, oh, that never happened. I found that very hilarious. So, and the absence of me being a total ass about the film, it's great. It's a great movie in terms of some expectations of it, but not the whole entirety. Of course, there's some very dark messages. Okay, the premise of the whole thing starts off as Barbie has some sort of malfunction and has to go to the real world and fix herself by linking up with the child or supposed woman who's playing with her. A grown woman is playing with a doll, by the way. Anyway, I wrote some thoughts about things I fucking enjoy. Okay, I'll read them out, and I'll try to present them as if I'm not reading. Okay, let's talk about the things that I bloody enjoyed about this thing. I like some of the concepts of the movie, and I dislike some of the parts. But the cinematography was awesome. The choreography, the dancing, the musical numbers, the hilarious bit, the childlike. Before you add all the political crap into it, and just looking at it through the eyes of a child, in my personal opinion, it's pretty great. Like, they're singing, they're dancing, repetitive songs, but they're still singing and dancing. There's even a scene where Ken is singing for like 4 hours, dude. How long do you need to serenade a woman? Jesus. And of course, there's those fourth wall type of gags where there's a part where like Ken was like, "Can I stay over?" And then Barbie's like, "To do what?" And he's like, "I don't know either." Found that hilarious, but that's not really part of the point. Anyway, the whole point or the whole premise is Kens are fucking idiots, and all the Barbies are geniuses. They're doctors, they're presidents, they're mayors, they're everything. They're literally everything, and all the Kens are just there to worship Barbie's feet. Well, Barbie has girls' night every night. Really not even giving Ken 30 minutes of her time. And of course, I already told you a line where I found very repulsive, that Barbie has a great day every day, but Ken only has a great day when Barbie looks at her. What the hell? I don't even know how they got that Chun-Chi fella to play in a Barbie type of thing, but whatever. Okay. Comedically, this is a good film. If you remove all the, all the nonsense, it's funny. The actors, if they're based on the script, they did great. However, I have a few problems with this. Like, the storyline starts off a bit intriguing, Barbie Land, everything's great, blah blah blah, we're having a great time. And then when the story is supposed to get to the plot where things are supposed to be, the climax, the conflict, everything has to be like there. It just loses its whole point. And the message becomes completely confusing, and I don't even know what the film was about. I honestly don't know what the film was about. Like, what was the point of making this? Really, what was the point? What was it? What was the whole lesson? What was this supposed to teach Ken? What was this supposed to teach Barbie? What did Barbie learn? Barbie learned that she can. I'm spoiling this, so I'm sorry. Walk off. I've lost it. I'm gonna spoil this as much as I possibly can. So if you have not watched it, this is an opportunity for you not to watch the damn thing. Okay. What was the message? What did Ken learn? What did Barbie learn? Okay, I'll explain. Barbie learned that Ken's life sucks. She had it for a few minutes, for a few days, I don't know, and cried all about it, lost her will to live. And then when she got her old life back, she no longer wanted it, but instead of making life easier for everybody, they still oppressed all the Kens. And when the Kens had power, they oppressed all the Barbies. But I don't know if they oppressed them or made them feel great. All I know is the Barbies were having fun. But apparently they were brainwashed. They forgot they had power and stuff. Basically, masculinity in this whole film is toxic. Toxic masculinity. Oh my god, these guys are assholes. How could they say this? How could they do this? Oh my god. And it seems like all the men here are stereotypical. They all have fragile egos. Oh my god, crying all the time. And all they do is drink beer and pretend to have horses, which is pretty stereotypical of a macho man, if you ask me. All men ride horses and they look cool and stuff. For goodness sake, what a joke. Yeah. Men are dumb everywhere, for apparently. Yeah, I would have thought that in the real world men would be slightly smarter, but all the executives of mental, what is the company name again? Yeah, mental. Oh shit, I can't believe that. Uh, I don't know if that was out, but I don't know if that my phone picked up. I just got a message on my phone, and I don't know if the mic picked that up or not. So. And I can't edit it out because I already talked about it, so I'm gonna have to leave it there if it's out. Anyway, the CEOs, executives of mental, whatever the damn company name is, played by Will Ferrell and a bunch of hooligans, absolute stupid idiots. Basically, this film represented males as a bunch of nincompoops orangutans, basically monkeys, and all the women are great, doctors, lawyers, presidents, everything. And I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about, because I'm like, what the hell, man? What was the whole point of this damn thing? No one learns anything. Only thing we learn is the Barbies forgive each other. All the Barbies were mean to this old weird Barbie. Oh, in the end, they give her some position of power, an electoral cabinet or some sort, and they give nothing to the Kens. Oh no! And for some weird reason, the Kens wanted to rule. And when the Barbies ruled by tricking them, basically, I don't know how this is patriarchal or whatever. This is just a dictatorship. It's not even a monarchy, it's a dictatorship type of vibe where women rule. And it's supposed to show that the world has gone to shit, in the sense that in the real world, women don't rule as much as they thought they would be ruling according to Barbie's ideology, I guess. And when that happens, she loses her shit. And Ken goes into the real world and he sees how amazing it is to be a man. And he tries to bring all that information to Kingdom Land or whatever Barbie cockamania they came up with. And somehow brainwashes the women by telling them. How is it brainwashing by telling people what's happening on the other side of the world? Like, men rule. So basically what happened is men had standards now. Men became more conscious of themselves and stopped, trying to chase down Barbie, trying to impress Barbie. They care more about themselves. So they improved. It became a horrible thing. Because apparently the women in this thing, it's normal if the Kens are after them all the time, trying to please them, but they never give a second to the Kens. Ken is in love with Barbie. Not a single Barbie's in love with a Ken. But the Kens try every day to please Barbie. They do stupid things that even injure themselves. Dude went surfing in a cardboard ocean, whatever, and injured himself apparently, and got healed instantly by some Barbie doll. And worst part, the Kens have no job description. Like, dude's personality is loving Barbie and being at the beach shirtless. What the hell? And all the Barbies have jobs apparently. But what the hell do the Kens do? Nothing. And what's the point of having an electoral party or having some sort of election or anything really for that matter, parliament, if everything is always great? What's the point of having a president when everybody's life is great? And there's a simple main core Barbie who's not in position of power, who's respected by everybody for doing what? Nothing. For being pretty and perfect, which is apparently what the stupid film is trying to oppose, that treating women as objects. She goes into the real world and all the men start staring at her. Oh my god, Barbie's hot. And she has a problem with men looking at her that way. Oh, really? Dress properly then. Whatever. And oddly, they keep getting arrested in the real world, but no, they don't. For fuck's sakes. So the whole premise of this film is to empower women by dumbing down men, or to empower men and dumbing down women. We cannot share power. There is no equality because, quite frankly, there is no equality. Women don't want equality. They think they do, but they do not want it. But that's a topic for another day. So, I still don't know what the movie was about. It's like they wanted to make Ken the bad guy, yet also be sympathetic, which is not possible. It's unheard of. How could you be the bad guy and sympathetic at the same time? It's the way the writers did this was so ineffective and a waste of time. Really, hours you will never get. And of course, I already mentioned there is no resolution. There's no perfect ending. There's nothing. Like nothing makes sense. There is no message. They built up a whole scenario, and Barbie becomes a human being partly at the end, and she goes to a gynecologist. How the fuck does a doll become a human being? It's mystical, Reese. Calm the fuck down, man. Why are you losing your shit? It's just a bloody story that looks stupid. So basically, the whole premise is your world sucks. You move to another world. Fuck that, and go to a world where Barbie has no experience. Now, if this was President Barbie or a Dr. Barbie, I don't know if her qualifications would be valid in the real world, but whatever. The Barbie that goes to the real world has no qualifications. All she does is party and be told, hey Barbie, every bloody morning, takes a shower, have a perfect life. She becomes human apparently towards the end and goes to a gynecologist. Why? Oh, I didn't get it. Oh man, that's crazy. Oh man, I think that's what it meant. Because Barbie doesn't have genitals and she goes to a gynecologist. I'm assuming she's gonna get plastic surgery. Or she developed genitals. I don't know, man. I didn't get that until now. So he goes to a gynecologist to get that cat. I get that. But wait a minute, gynecologists don't put cats on people, do they? No, they don't. So why is she going to the gynecologist? I don't know, nigga. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's it. I don't know what more can I say. What more can I say? I don't know, man. That's it for me, I guess. Sorry for spoiling it. If you made it through this far, thanks. And remember to like, share, support, do whatever you gotta do. I'll be doing more of these rating movies and stuff. So keep a lookout. Hit that subscribe button and check me out. I still don't know what this movie was about. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like I'll never get back. But I hope the kids enjoy it. But I wouldn't want my kids to watch this type of shit. But hey, it is what it is. Why isn't it stopping? I know I hit